Hi, it's Adele Michael, and I'm back with another Money Mindset Monday for the week of January 11th, 2021. So I'm going to read you a card from the Voyager Tarot by Dr. James Wanless. And I want to remind you that our overarching energy for our money for the year is love, the principle of giving and receiving through abundance. So this week, our card is Delusion, the 10 of Crystals. So the word delusion comes from a Latin word that means play, to play, and it's the 10 of Crystals. So the 10 major arcana card is fortune, being on the wheel of fortune, going for it. And crystals is in the mind, in the mind and the psyche. So this card is telling us to expand our thinking, to be inventive, not to get caught up in the endless machinations of the mind, which is so easy to do. To follow your vision and to weave a dream. So I think this is, when I used to work with athletes and with golfers, I used to say, remember, you want to get past the water hole, the water feature, and the sand trap to the vision. And I find that as a human being, it is so easy to go for what we don't want. It's like, I want my golf ball to fall into the water. I don't want to hit the sand trap, whatever your version of that is. And it's really so much harder to focus on what we do want. So that's what this card is saying. It's like we are all playing a game here. And much of our life may be an illusion. I don't know. I'm not that smart. But that's what I've been told, is that this whole life could be a holographic illusion. And what really matters is what's inside. What you're processing, what you're feeling, what you're thinking is the most important thing. So if you can focus on a happy future vision, whether you know how it's going to happen or not, that will lift your spirits and lift your existence into a new place because you're not focusing on what you don't want. And as we know, what you focus on expands and you will go towards that. I heard a story about Tony Robbins one time that he was taking speed car lessons. And a novice problem with when you're learning how to drive a speed car is that you tend to look at the wall because you don't want to hit the wall. And so his instructor sitting with him, can you imagine that job? Said, actually turned Tony Robbins' face away from the wall to the track, and they didn't crash. So if you could, this week, if you could practice looking at what you desire, not what you don't desire, that would be a very powerful practice because it'll show you how often you look at what you don't want instead of what you do want. So that's it for this week. I hope you're getting into January in good shape. And well, I guess the other thing to say is, how would you like to map that on for your money? What's your vision for your money for this year? Is it to be debt-free? Is it to gain more financial independence? Is it to get a job that pays well and has some benefits? Is it to save more? Is it to know more about where your money is and where it's going and make better decisions about that? What's your vision for your money this year? Would love to hear. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be back next Monday.